Hey everybody, it's me, JB. What's going on? Okay, so as you can see from the title of the video, I'm a day late with the women's celebration, and mainly because, and do not judge me, I didn't know until I saw all the posts yesterday that it was International Women's Day. I mean, maybe I'm just like in a bubble, maybe I'm like in my own world, but I didn't even know, y'all. And so everybody was just posting these amazing posts, and I felt a little bit out of the loop, but I'm in the loop now. And I'm here now. And what I want to talk about real quick is that I need to just really give a shout out, like real talk. Hello, good morning out there. I need to give a shout out to my mother. Holla. Because, you know, like, you may not always, like, you know, see eye to eye growing up, and, you know, you definitely have your differences and your challenges. But I have to tell you, when I look back, don't make me start singing, when I look back over my life. No, seriously, when I look back over my life, and there was a lot of things I didn't get, a lot of things I got, a lot of things I complain about, a lot of things I may still complain about. But the one thing that was always that common thread that I got growing up was common sense. Common sense. That was the thread that I got throughout my entire life. And I didn't even know that I was getting common sense. And that common sense has made me the woman I am today. That common sense has made me the person who can be an independent, strong woman with her own mind. Not always using it sometimes. I mean, there have been times when I fell off. But for the most part, I always come back to that, using my brain, making sure things make sense. And it's all because of, like, my upbringing. And the thing is, I always am quoting something my mother has said. Always. And people, they laugh at my mother's quotes, but it's so funny. Like, these are things like I heard my whole life. And a lot of people will tell me, they're like, wow, like, you know, my mother didn't say things like that, or I didn't get that growing up. But, I mean, little things that now, looking back, I find myself saying, and it just makes a lot of sense. You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of, like, some of the stuff my mother would say. But it's hilarious because it's like, ooh, she would just say things that I would say to my friends, and they'd be like, you know what, girl, you know I repeated that to somebody. You know I told somebody that, you know, things like that. They were like, you know what, that makes so much sense. And certain things, even when it came to, like, money, I realized that just having a little bit of knowledge. So, you know, my mother didn't have the degrees, and she didn't, you know, she don't have the 5 PhDs, and you know, she don't have the business degree, the Harvard business degree, and stuff like that. But what she knew was 1 + 1 = 2, and she knew how to say, like, I'm gonna give you a little quote that she used to say that I absolutely live by to this day. And I find myself, even if I don't say it, I find myself using it in practice. My mother would say basic stuff, and this is why, before I get to what she would say, this is why I love old school, because old school have a way of just dropping the jewel, boom, and you just be like, and then, but you get it, you be like, you think you got shot, but then after you get over your shot wound, you be like, wow, I learned something. My mother would say, if you have $1, save a quarter, and you have 75 cents to spend. Now that sounds like 1-2 buckle my shoe, right? That sounds like something ignorant, right? She said, if you have $1, $1, she said, take 25 cents. That's it, just 25 cents. Put it to the side and save 75 cents. And I'm sorry, and 75 cents is yours to do whatever you want. Let me tell you something. Those practices I put in practice right now. Those practices I put in practice right now. Sometimes it could just be $1 you put away. $1 a day. You look back in a year, you got $365. That's just an insignificant dollar. You know what you could do with $365? You could buy a plane ticket. You can have a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous night out. You can go to an amusement park with your kids. You can, oh my goodness, there's so many things you could do with $365, and that's just with saving $1 a day. Most of the time, we piss at $1. We don't even think about $1. We turn our nose up at $1. But that's what she would say to me. Just save 25 cents out of that dollar. You have 75 cents to run wild with, but you always got that 25 cents. That's a word. And those are the things that I got. And those are the things that cannot be taken away from me. Those are the skills. Because you know what I've realized? That a lot of people don't have those skills. A lot of people don't have the common sense skills of money management. Money management is real. Some people just don't even have this. They don't even have the skill to save a quarter. They don't even have the skill to put away $1. They don't have the skills to do anything. Hey, Lisa Lee, good morning. A lot of people don't even have the skills that I was able to get the skills from my mother. Like simple money management skills. And that's what she taught me. I mean, she taught me a lot of other things too. Like one of the other things she used to say, and you can take this however you want to, but as I'm getting older, I see what she was talking about. My mother used to always say, I'd be like, well, mommy, my friend said, but mommy, my friend said, my friend. My mother used to say, you ain't got no friends but me and Jesus. What? What you talking about? But the older I get, it's not that you don't have people in your life that care about you, but at the end of the day, it's about you knowing how to handle yourself, how to make the right decisions, and know at the end of the day is me, myself, and I. Not that you don't have people that love you, not that you don't have people that care about you, but at the end of the day, you better know that is you, your creator, and maybe your mama. No, but seriously, that's real talk. And the older I'm getting, I'm starting to understand that. You can't always be, I'm going to depend on this one. I'm going to depend on that one, because people will let you down. They will. Because people have their own stuff that they're dealing with. And it's not they're letting you down because they're being mean and evil. It's not that they're letting you down because they don't like you. It's not that at all. It's that people are just living their lives. People are making sure their ducks are in order. And while they're making sure their ducks are in order, they don't have time to make sure your ducks is in order. So you got to make sure your own ducks is in order. Nobody's going to hold your hand to success. You have to hold your own hand to success. You have to figure out the basics. It's not always the 55-page flow chart, equations to making sure your money's right. Sometimes it's simple as 1, 2, buckle my shoe. And if you could just get the main principle, I just want to drop that jewel with you. If you have $1, save a quarter. You don't have to spend the whole $1. And 75 cents is a whole lot when you compare it with a quarter. So just take that, take that word. I appreciate that. That was one of the jewels I got growing up. That's one of the things that you can, because I'm telling you, my mother, child, honey, she can hold $5 for 6 months. Don't play. Because when you have a house and you have children and you're taking care of your family, you know how to make that money stretch. And old school knew how to make that money stretch. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. So get that word. Hopefully that has helped you. And if you are the type that, you need help on a day-to-day, just on a very basic level with money management, drop down in the comment section. Reach out to me. Let me know, Jane, I need help. Can you talk to me? Can you just let me know? Because that's real talk. Because it's not as crazy and as overwhelming. And you don't need a PhD in finance to understand certain things. That sometimes it's just getting your mind right and understanding that I want to make a change. I want to make a change. I want to be a better person. I want to grow. I'm tired of being in the same rut I'm in. It's been 30, 40, 50 years and I'm in the same rut, saying the same song to the same people. Time's up. Is that a new movement? This is the time's up for being broke and my money being messy. Time's up for messy money. Time's up. All right? So anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening and sharing. And that's my Women's Day celebration. Shout out, whoop, 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 whoop. And you guys have an amazing day. Whatever you decide to do, make it amazing, make it beautiful, make it the bomb, make it all of that. Shake, shake, shimmy, shimmy, shake, shake. Okay, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.